And probably back about 10 years ago, I wanted to incorporate the surgical side. And I set out to do that, and I did do that. And so at the time, I remember asking a doctor, could you give me a hairline with transplantation that looks as good as the hairlines that I can get with non-surgical hair replacement? I should show you guys a picture, and I will, of like what I looked like with strictly non-surgical hair replacement. I have a picture, and we'll show you that. But he said, we can give you, because it's real hair, and I was seeing some good things, but I could make the non-surgical hairlines look just as good, and I thought maybe, if not better, than some of the transplants that I was seeing, not in our clinic, but just in the past. And so I thought, you know what, it would be good, because I'm just a believer in walking what I talk, that if I'm recommending somebody to get a hair transplant, if I feel they're a good candidate for it, then I would like to, if nothing else, just to see what it's like to go through that experience and experience the emotions and the feelings, and does it hurt to have it done, and what is it like to sit in that chair, and what's it like after? And also, I set out to prove a bunch of medical technicians wrong, because they didn't think that I could do like a hair transplant, a transplanted hairline, and still wear a dermal lens behind it. And that was enough for me just to try it. And I thought, hey, if nothing else, if it doesn't work out, I can always shave the hair transplant and go back to the dermal lens, because I liked how that looked. But I'm going to do whatever it takes, to do it. And so that's what I did. And that's what you see here. This is all transplanted hair that you're seeing up in here. And I'll let you be the judge. You tell me, do you think that, if it looks as good? I mean, I think it does. I actually had my last hair transplant, as I'm speaking right now, less than a year ago. It would have been in February of 2013, and I'm in February of 2014, and we're in January of 2015. I'm all screwed up with this new year, new you thing. So anyway, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm probably a good 1.5 to 2 inches of my hairline is transplanted, and I wear the dermal lens procedure behind it. Some ask, well, why do you do that? Well, I was pretty much completely bald on top of my head, and I didn't have the donor hair to give a full head of hair look like I have right now. If I had, a really strong donor area, I would probably, pursue doing even more hair transplants, but I love the look that I have. I look at it, and I was actually consulting with somebody last week who was having a hard time having the right perspective. It was almost like this, it was a woman, and she was viewing her life and having her hair replaced. She was so distraught over it, with the attitude of, geez, I have to do this. It's like, this stupid hair loss. And, I could honestly look at her and say, I don't look at it that way. If you will look through life with my set of lenses, how I look at it is, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. And I really feel that way. I get to do this, that this is a wonderful process, a wonderful procedure, and I'm glad for it. Because when I look in the mirror, and I can speak for a lot of people, I like what I see. I like what I see, and when I don't have hair, the hair was thinning and balding, I don't know. I could tell you stories like getting back to when I was a dancer, and I was wearing a hat, and that experience that I had back then of the woman taking the hat off and seeing my hair greasy and wet and see-through hair and change the whole evening. I remember a time when I was dancing after I had my hair replaced, and this particular woman that I was dancing with just so happened to be the former girlfriend of Prince. Yes, that's right, Prince. And I thought, wow, I'm dancing, and she was kind of digging me. This was before I was married, and I'm going, and you know what? If nothing else, I think it actually made me even dance better. It's just amazing. This stuff that we grow on our head not only affects how we look, but it affects how we feel about ourselves. And that coincidentally is our tagline. The tagline that I have is, when you get more hair, you're going to get more life. And that's what it's done. That's what it's done for me, and that's what it's done for other people, to the point that I tell people all the time, if you're going to invest in getting your hair restored, you're not investing in, say, a hair transplant per se, or a non-surgical cosmetic procedure, or laser therapy, or whatever. What you're investing in is an improved quality of life.